two wheels is awesome, and you meet some of the best people on the planet when riding motorbikes. And of course, many of them will become great friends who you can trust with your lives, which is pretty handy as you never know when that may actually happen. Unfortunately, there is a very small minority of prize dickheads out there too. I have been incredibly lucky to only ride with a few over many years. And while I like to stay positive in these videos, it is time to have a whinge. I used to go adventure riding with this guy. He seemed a bit rough around the edges, but an okay sort of bloke. The first hint of trouble, we are on a remote track and I get a puncture, and he says, "Bummer, I'll ride to the top of that mountain and wait for you there." The problem, I only have 2 small tyre levers, and I say, "You know, it will be a lot faster if you give me a hand." No, he's not interested. It seemed like a weird attitude, as everyone I have ridden with just pitches in when there's trouble. Ah well. Quite a few rides later, I'm riding over the crest of a hill into a sudden series of muddy ruts, and I smash my lower leg badly. This guy completely goes to pieces and is next to useless. There's no blood, but he just can't look at my bendy leg, and I'm trying to get him to hold it while I make a splint with branches and vine. I have to keep yelling at him because he won't look and hold the leg straight, causing a load of pain. Again, fair enough, often guys who look tough do go to pieces when accidents happen. But the warning bells are starting to go off in my mind. And the fact that I spend most of my time listening to him talk about himself endlessly. It's 5 months before I can ride again, and of course I barely hear from this bloke, even though I thought we were quite good riding buddies at least. So we organise my first post-injury ride, and I ride all the way across town to meet him, but he's not home. Now this is before the age of mobile phones, so I wait and wait and wait, and eventually just head home again. I ring him the next day. "What happened?" "Oh, I changed my mind and did something else." Why didn't you let me know?" "Oh, I figured you would just go riding by yourself anyway." Seriously? You couldn't be bothered letting me know? So I tell him repeatedly I'm not happy with this, and he just says, "Fuck off," and slams the phone down. End of the story? Well, not quite. Almost a year later, he suddenly rings and says, "Hey, do you still own the Kawasaki KLX 650? "No, I've sold it." And he says, "Oh, bummer. I was just selling some parts, thought I could sell them to you." "Oh well, see you later." So there's no chat, no catch up, no how are you, just a self-centered git out to use people. Okay, look, it's a pretty negative story, but I think the positive message is don't tolerate egocentric fools in your life. It is tedious at best, and at worst, you could have a real emergency when riding, and this is the sort of guy who could seriously let you down. What about you? Ever ridden with guys like this? Ever been let down in a serious situation? Did they ever change their tune? Or did you just give them the boot? Keen to hear your stories, guys. Bring them on.